All right. I'll set it up.
I've never seen that before. It's not mine, and I really don't think it's Jesse's.
Well, maybe we should give you a blood test, just to be sure.
No, you don't need to do that. The bottle's mine, but it's not what you think. I was in a car accident back in high school, and I've never really bounced back from it. And sometimes, I need that stuff just to take an edge off the pain.
Okay. Then why did you lie about it, Will?
Because I didn't kill Jessie, but here she is ODing on a speedball while I'm holding onto a bottle of morphine. I know what it looks like, but you gotta believe me. I would never hurt her.
I choose to believe the evidence, Will.
So you're sitting in the back seat, weren't you, Will? Maybe you came along for the road trip. Maybe not. Regardless, you figured you had the element of surprise on your side. But she surprised you, didn't she? She wasn't going to go down without a fight. She fought as hard as she could, but in the end, you just overpowered her. You stuck that needle in the back of her neck and plunged that poison into her. And then you injected her one more time in her right arm. Oops, what's the matter with you, Will? You forgot she was right-handed? That was the dead giveaway for us that the scene was staged.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I didn't do any of that. It's not like there's some force field keeping Veronica out of our bedroom. We're roommates and we're friends. She comes in there all the time. She plops down on the bed. We talk. That's it. I don't even fantasize that there could be anything more than that. Manny? Known him forever. We're real close. Yeah, the plumbing's all busted up at his place, so I lent him a key to our place, let him use the shower. Yeah, I bought it for her, but Manny installed it. I was taking a nap, or trying to. I think I might have heard something. Veronica yelling, but I really can't remember.
We found this in your apartment. It was hidden inside a book.
I have no idea what that is. I may have touched it, but I still don't really know what it is. I mean, I found it a few weeks ago, just like you did, in one of Jessie's books. I asked her why she was saving it. She said she'd cut it out for one of her friends who was doing some school project on organized crime. Made sense to me, so I left it at that. No big deal.
We just want to ask him some more questions.
Well, believe it or not, even though he's on parole, we can't necessarily just bring him in whenever we feel like it. Have you tried talking to him at his place?
We should take a closer look at some of our evidence. There might be trace. A red sweater somehow found its way to the crime scene. We need to ask Will Rice what he knows about it.
All right. I'll set it up.
Oh my god. So you really think I killed Jesse while wearing this sweater? And now I'm wearing it while I'm sitting right here in front of you? This is crazy. I don't know what to say. I swear, anybody could have taken this sweater. Look, maybe someone's trying to frame me. It was in the living room, and I put it on after my shower. I'm pretty sure about that. But I think Jessie may have been wearing it earlier when she left the house. And then I think she came back at some point to drop off some dry cleaning. So I guess she might have left it there then.
Based on what evidence? So, Will Rice alleges this is a communal apartment sweater, huh? Meaning he and Veronica both had easy access to it, and it matches the fiber found in the car wash brushes. Okay, let's bring her in.
Miss Carver, your roommate died from a lethal injection of cocaine and morphine. But she didn't inject herself. Someone stabbed her in the back of the neck with a needle. And then that person tried unsuccessfully to make it look like an accidental overdose.
You mean Jesse was murdered?
Yes, and we have some additional questions for you.
Sure. I mean, whatever I can do to help.
Mr. Rice claims it's left out in your living room. That anyone and everyone can wear it. Well, we found a fiber from it at the crime scene.
Weird. I wouldn't know how it got there. I know what you're thinking, and for the record, I got over Will a long time ago. But now we're roommates and we're really good friends, so yes, I have been known on occasion to visit with him in the bedroom he shares with Jesse. I've sat on the bed, I've probably even taken a nap on that bed, but that is the extent of my activity in that room. Yes, I knew. He got into an accident back in high school. His leg's never really been the same since.
Mr. Rice refused to disclose how he acquired the morphine. Do you know anything about that, Ms. Carver? That same bottle of morphine contributed to Jessica's death.
Will didn't do it.
Are you sure about that, Miss Carver?
I'll never understand why, but Will was crazy in love with Jessie. There is no possible way he killed her.
Then where did he get the morphine?
I don't know.
I think you do, Miss Carver. And if you really want to protect Will, you'll need to start telling us the whole truth. Right now.
Will's not telling you where it came from because it came from me. I got it for him. I got it from the hospital.
Why would you do that for him? Why jeopardize your entire career?
Because the accident, it was my fault, okay? That's why. We were just stupid kids and we'd both had too much to drink, but I was the one driving. I knew it was risky sneaking the morphine out, but there were just so many times Will was in such pain, and he asked me, and I couldn't refuse.
Does this picture mean anything to you?
No, never seen it before.
We believe it was familiar to both Will and Jessie.
Could have been. I don't know. Neither one of them ever showed it to me.
You seemed pretty shaken by her death.
I kinda knew about Jessie's struggle with drugs, so it was bad enough to think she'd OD'd. But now you're saying someone killed her. It's just hard to wrap my mind around the whole thing. But yeah, we were really close, and I'm gonna miss her a lot. Look, it's not like we didn't have our differences, and we lived under the same roof, so yeah, we argued every once in a while, but now all that stuff we ever fought about seems incredibly stupid.
Ms. Carver, on your voice message to Jessica, you told her, and I quote, "You can't just walk away from this." Walk away from what exactly?
In all honesty, I really didn't feel she was treating Will right. I knew she was keeping things from him. I mean, he knew about the drugs and the road trips, but there were other things. Calls she'd step outside to take, and she was always texting somebody. And then there were times when she'd leave the house, and I'd ask her where she was going, but she'd refuse to tell me. She just had too many secrets. I saw Manny pick up Jessie from the house a few nights ago. Obviously, Will wasn't home, and I was supposed to work a double that night, but I got cut. Jessie didn't think anybody was going to see her take off with him, but I did.
You certainly sounded angry in your message. You said you'd kill Jessie if she hurt Will.
Look, I'm not going to lie to you. I was very serious about confronting Jessie about the lies she was telling to Will. But that didn't mean I was really going to kill her. I mean, it didn't even mean I was going to throw down with her or anything. I'm not into violence.
Don't leave town.
I'm not going anywhere.
It's Nick. I'll put him on speaker.
Hey there. So I recovered that data from Jessica Marnier's GPS. I'm uploading it to your case file right now. So, here's how it breaks down. She starts out at her apartment, then she heads over to an address belonging to a fellow named Manuel Molines. Then she goes to a dry cleaner's, and then back to her apartment, and finally she ends up at the car wash. Hope that helps you guys. Talk to you later.
Thanks, Nikki. Another sin of omission. Manny didn't tell us he'd seen Jessie. Let's pay him a visit and see what else he's hiding. I just got off the phone with Brass. You want to hear something interesting? Brass was going over Manuel Molina's records, and guess who Manny allegedly ran a shipment of drugs for last year? Beatrice Salazar. Of course, that connection was never fully substantiated, but isn't it curious how we can't seem to get out of her business? I guess that must be from the plumbing problems Manny mentioned. That'll probably be from Manny's latest round of community service. Anything outside of the trailer like this is in plain sight. We don't need a warrant for it. Okay, Manny's got a picture on his phone of Will and Veronica together. Apparently rekindling the old flame. Phone looks pretty clean otherwise. Hang on. There's a message in the sent box from Manny to Jesse. I'll download it into your case file. It says, "She's dangerous, don't risk it." I'm gonna guess she is Veronica.
Come in, officers. Mi casa is... never mind. Su casa probably ain't a dump like this, huh?
Hang on. We can't take that until we've got a warrant.
What you need, officers? You didn't come out here 'cause I'm popular. It is what it is, you know? Yeah, it is.
Well, not only did you fail to mention that, you also made it sound like you barely knew Jessica.
Yeah, well, she blew by, you know, real quick like. Just wanted to ask me something about Will, get a guy's perspective on the situation, that sort of thing. I was surprised to see her, tell you the truth. If you can smoke it, or snort it, or stick it, I've sold it. But that's like past, you know, tense. I'm on parole, but you guys already know that. So, if you're really asking me if I sold to Jesse and or Will, my answer's no. I ain't the only dealer in town, right? But you guys already know that, too. Like I said, only way the guy's gonna fix it is with a gun to the head. And I'm already on probation as it is.
Seems like Will and Veronica have been rekindling their old spark.
Damn, I was wondering where I left that thing. Look, I snapped that photo, but I shouldn't have, 'cause it ain't my business. Will's gonna do what he's gonna do, right? And that's that. So I was just gonna leave it at that, know what I'm saying? I was gonna delete it as soon as I could remember where the hell I left that damn phone.
And what about the sent text message we found that said, "She's dangerous, don't risk it"?
Okay, it's like this. Jesse wants to go all Oprah and talk to this puta about her possessive nature. And I think about it, and I text back, no, I don't think so. You know, she's kinda dangerous and all that.
Exactly how dangerous is she, Manny?
Alright, she ain't like dangerous, right? She's just straight out loco, that's all.
We're gonna need to take your phone.
No problem. Take what you need. Take it all, man. Now, I mean seriously, if Veronica has anything to do with what happened to Jesse, then I want to help you guys do whatever you need to do to nail her.
Does this mean anything to you?
Whoa, haven't seen that face in a while.
You worked for Beatrice Salazar. Is that right?
Beatrice Salazar? Who's that? You must have me mistaken for somebody else. Somebody with a death wish. And that ain't me, my friend. I'll be like, you know, counting the seconds and stuff.
Veronica's been lying to us from the start. It's about time we got a warrant to search her place. Let's talk to Brass.
What evidence do you have? If she's been lying about this, then what else is she lying about? Okay, I'll get you that warrant. Anytime.
Okay, with a warrant for Veronica's room, the entire apartment is fair game for our search. Looks like Jesse's missing earring. It's Nick. Hey, Nikki, I'm putting you on speaker.
Hey, I just got off the phone with an administrator over at Desert Palm Hospital. Veronica Carver said she got off work at 9 p.m. Well, according to the administrator, her shift actually ended at 7 p.m. Let me know if you need me to follow up.
Will do. Thanks. A laptop power cable. But where's the laptop? That looks like it's a cable for the laptop in Manny's trailer. Didn't he say it belonged to him? That fiber doesn't look like anything from either Jesse's car or Veronica's room. Nice find. That print may tell us more about what that cable is from. Looks like Manny used the power cable at some point. Why would he charge his laptop in Veronica's room? So how did Veronica Carver's DNA end up under Jessica's fingernails? It's probative, but not enough to get a search warrant. We need to dig deeper. We just want to ask him some more questions.
Well, believe it or not, even though he's on parole, we can't necessarily just bring him in whenever we feel like it. Have you tried talking to him at his place?
Is that a serious question? I don't know. Maybe I was charging it last time I was over there. Who knows?
Okay, is that your story and you're sticking to it?
Okay, bye.
All right, I'll set it up.
Do you usually let Manny charge his laptop in your room?
Manny? If he has a laptop, I don't know anything about it. The only laptop in my room is Jesse's. I'll admit it, I was snooping. I wanted to find out what she was obsessing about. But I couldn't get into any of her files. There was some kind of password or something.
Sounds like we need to have another talk with Manny.
Excuse me, but what the hell kind of question is that? Jesse always went to the car wash alone.
Veronica, how did Jessica's earring make it back to your room?
I have no idea how it got there. No, I told you before, Will and I are just friends. Very close friends. What the? Who took that? Look, it's just a kiss, that's all. A kiss between friends.
Ms. Carver, the truth is you've been lying to us from the start. Give me a reason why we shouldn't arrest you for obstruction right now.
Okay, the truth is, Will and I were getting closer again. But it was all because of Jessie. All her secrets and lies. They were pushing Will back to me. Honestly, I wasn't trying to manipulate anything. I really tried to do the right thing, I swear. But the heart wants what it wants.
Ms. Carver, when you gave your initial statement to us, you said you finished your shift at 9 p.m. But when we checked with the hospital, they said you actually finished your work at 7 p.m.
I don't know. Maybe it was around 7. Look, I don't remember. Jessie was dead. I was in shock.
You had access to the morphine from the hospital, and you had access to the cocaine from Will, and you wanted Jessica out of Will's life once and for all.
I couldn't have killed Jessie. I was with Will, okay? We were in bed together. Please, just ask Will. I might not be an angel, but I'm no killer either. I'm not into violence.
Okay. So if you were planning on having this civilized discussion with Jessie about her dishonesty, could you tell us how your DNA ended up under her fingernails?
It started out civilized, then the volume got turned up, and it got a little physical. Jessie pulled my hair, and she slapped me. She denied everything.
Don't leave town.
I'm not going anywhere.